Tonight's a big night, Breast Cancer Research Foundation. I know you're going through your own struggle. How are you feeling?
I probably feel the best I've felt in the last couple months. I think the beginning stages of learning about your diagnosis and your treatment plan, and we ended up moving from LA to New York. It's been a whirlwind, but I'm now finally at a point where I have a team of doctors that I trust, a community of people that I'm surrounding myself with and building, and I feel good. All things considered, I feel really good.
Now, I know you said you're stage 4,
Yeah.
but what is your prognosis and your treatment plan going forward?
For now, I'm on what's called the first line of treatment. So it's a daily pill, 2 daily pills, a monthly shot, and we just essentially do that forever until it doesn't work, and then you go to the next line of treatment. And so the way I best describe it is there's a recipe book of solutions, and so we're on recipe number 1, and we hope that it's going to work. And in a year, 5 years from now, I have to change it. That's okay. I'm very optimistic in the medical advancements coming up in the next 1 year, 5 years. So as much as stage 4 can sound very scary, I feel very at peace with it and ready to just fight.
Well, I know a lot of the research coming out of BCRF right now, they're at the helm of this. What does it mean being here today, knowing that, hey, they're raising money for funds, giving you access to the research, giving you access to these assets that they have?
I think it's great. I mean, knowledge is power. They actually had a Zoom just like a day or two ago that gave so much information to women on terms of what's coming up, what to focus on, and I think that gives everyone hope, and without hope, you really don't have anything to live for, you know, and I think organizations like this really offer kind of that extra spark that people need when they're feeling the lowest they've ever felt.
And they're creating a tribe. I mean, everybody has their support tribe, their support system. Who for you has been your unwavering support, been there through your side, and, you know, being the people who lift you up when you get sad?
My husband, I have to give a shout out to, of course. He was supposed to be on a world tour and ended up canceling that for the last 6 weeks or so to be with me during the beginning stages of everything, which were, in my opinion, probably the hardest part, you know, when you're brand new to it. So he's been phenomenal in just being by my side.
I know you said that kind of rushed your marriage a bit, you know, like this diagnosis. Tell me about that moment and what made you feel like, you know what, it's now or never.
You know, I didn't even think about marriage. You know, we were engaged, but I had so many things on my mind. It was actually Jeff who led that conversation of, you know, I want to be married to you. I want to show you, like, in sickness and in health, I am here to stay. And it was just more of a personal gesture that he made for me. And of course, I'm crying, and it was very special. And so we did a little courthouse wedding here in New York, and once things feel more stable, we'll try to do a wedding in the future.
That's a keeper right there. He's the keeper.
He's a big time keeper, yes. I got very lucky.
And now, you know, a lot of people, besides a mammogram, you know, going for their yearly mammogram or even going for an early mammogram, what were some symptoms or signs that you were like, not thinking would be breast cancer, but you were like, oh, this now makes sense?
I had a lump in my breast. I found that myself. I think 80% of women tend to find the lumps first. And I was, at the time, 33 when I found it. And I ignored it because it was painful. And that's the thing with the internet is you Google, is breast cancer painful? And it's typically no. It's like, well, it is. It can be. And just because you're young doesn't mean it's not breast cancer. And so I kind of held off thinking it's going to be a benign cyst. And then I finally go into the doctor, and it went from stage 3 to stage 4 very quickly. And I was supposed to get chemo. You know, I had a port place, which is now why I have a scar. It was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, I'm doing the best I can with the information I continue to learn every single day.
Listen, those aren't scars or battle wounds. They actually show your strength. What is it like actually putting them on display? I spoke to Olivia Munn recently, and she's like, why do I have to hide this? This is the reality of things.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, my first scar is a lumpectomy when I was 20, because I was even being proactive then with lumps. And at the time, that one was a benign cyst, and I was very fortunate. And I think because of that benign cyst, I thought, oh, this next one is another benign cyst. I'm too young for breast cancer. But the reality is that's just not true.
What I love is that, you know, you speaking out shows that breast cancer doesn't discriminate against age whatsoever, or, you know, even genders as well. Going on from here, what do you hope happens? Like, what's your outlook now?
I want our primary care doctors to be more informative with their patients, especially young ones, on breast cancer and how to check themselves. There's online resources for testing you can do that are free just to see the likelihood of you getting breast cancer. I just think there's not enough education around women right now that You don't need to wait to be 40 to get checked. You should be checking when you're in your 20s and your 30s. And if it runs in your family, what's that genetic testing look like? What schedule should you be following? There's so many things I'm learning for the first time this year at 34 as a stage 4 breast cancer patient, and I wish it was everything I was learning at age 30 prior to breast cancer.
Because if you catch it early, you can avoid it.
Yeah, the earlier you catch it, the more curable it is.
Well, thank you so much for speaking out, telling your story, because it really is impactful for people who are going through it, have gone through it, and know someone going through it. So thank you so much, Kate.
Thank you.
Thank you.